Hello everybody, and today I'm doing another video on my 489 stroker engine build. Now what you see here, this is a rotating assembly kit, a stroker crank kit from Eagle Specialty. The block that I have here, this is a Gen 6 7.4 liter block. I've seen some picture images on stroker cranks installed on some engines to where they had to cut away some of the block for the throws and for the rods to clear the sides of the block. Now, checking clearances is very important when assembling the engine, especially if you're not putting it back together stock. I mean, stock, everything is made to just go right back together. It doesn't take such crucial checking. But if you're not putting it back together all original, you have to be really careful checking clearances. Now, on this engine, what I want to show you right now is I want to show you down in here where the tight clearance on this stroker crank clearance is at. See right here on the block, that cutout right there? Well, I can maybe show you on another cylinder where the rods aren't. See right there where it's cut out some? Let's see my zoom, clean my zoom up. You can see that better. That little groove right there on both sides, it's where the rod bolt or nut has to clear that right there. That's especially cut out for the rod, bolt, or nut to clear the block. Now, with a stroker crank, the throws are going to be longer. The throws are going to be longer. That's how the stroke is increased. So you got to check for clearances. You see how it barely clears that bolt there? It barely clears it. Let me spin the motor over some for you to see. See that? It looks like it's about to hit it. It barely clears it. But how much does it barely clear it? Because like I say, I've seen some picture images of other engine builds where they had to cut out the block some. That must have been on maybe a little bit smaller engine than this, or maybe an older model 454, Gen 5 or 4 or something. But what I've done is I used drill bits or round stock to check mine, because it looks like it's about to hit. It barely clears it, but how much does it barely clear it? Let's check. Hang on for 1 second. Okay, eyeballing it. I wanted to know how much does it clear it by, because it looks like it's about to hit it. So what I did is I took one of my mini drill bits. This one measures about 65 thousandths. 63. And this is what I've used to put in between the rod bolt and the block and spin it slowly to see if it hits it, or if the rod bolt, the engine will spin past it. Let's see. Well, actually, I simulated it already before I did the video, but you can look and see how I check mine. And you can see, I mean, my tool that I'm using to spin it over, a breaker bar with this this tool here that I got from Summit Racing. Must have tool to spin the engine over. It helps. I mean, for me, it's helping out a lot. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without it. Summit Racing sells those, by the way. But let's check this clearance. Let's see how much it misses it by. Now I had two drill bits, one 63 and one 75 thousandths. Now I've checked all of the I've checked all of them already. Looking at them, and they're not all the same. The clearance is on all of the rod bolts to the block is not the same, but this is the tightest one. This cylinder here, this would be number 1, I think 1 and 2. It's like this. That's all I did. Just as the rod bolt is coming up, if it'll clear the drill bit right there, like that. It just barely clears it. And the same for the other side too. Let's see, this is actually that's number 2. Go to the other side. I don't know if that's a good viewpoint. That's not a good angle there. Let's get you around to where you can see. You see there? What are you looking for? Right there. A cutout there. You spin the crank around. Here it comes. Whoop. You see it? See if I can put this down. And you look at it. See, and the camera's in the way of me spinning the engine over. Let's see, can I come around here? Watch. See, right there, that cutout, it barely clears it. See the rod bolt? There. Whoop. It looks like it's gonna hit it. I didn't look at it stock, but I know the stock crank is going to have more clearance than that. I looked out on this one that this block didn't need to get cut. And like I said, this is a Gen 6. And I use a drill bit. Put a drill bit in between there and spin it over to see if it clears the drill bit. And it just does. I used another drill bit, one approximately 75 thousandths. Now, it's not 75 in there. Like I said, I tried a bigger one, and it stopped the crank. It would not spin past it. So it's got something under 75 thousandths clearance. It's right at about 60 thousandths clearance. I don't actually know what the minimum clearance would be on that, but these that's going to be on the rod bearings and the crank bearings. You only got about 2.5 thousandths clearance with the heat and flex on it. I'll check the local speed shop. I don't think it's going to flex 60 thousandths and hit while it's running. Plus, this isn't a race engine. This is for my pickup truck. It doesn't see anything over 3,000 RPMs for what I'm using it for. So I should be good on clearance. I shouldn't need to cut my block. I looked out on this. It went straight in without needing to cut the block. And like I said, this is an Eagle rotating assembly. Another rotating assembly I can't speak on. The cut that they make on the cranks, it may not would go straight in this block. All of the rotating assemblies are not going to be the same. But that's all I want to share with you on this. Checking the block clearance, the stroker crank clearance to the block. Oh, that is sweet, the way that spins there. So it's about 60 thousandths clearance. Thanks for watching.